Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Summer, and today I would really love to bring to you guys a general overall energy read for the twin flame couples separated and not communicating at all, okay? So you could have come together and gone into separation, runner chaser mode, however it applies to you. So this is your reading for the month of September. We'll go ahead and get started. It is a general reading. If you want a more personalized reading, click the link below. I would be more than happy to help you out. Now, please give me a big thumbs up on the reading. It helps get the message out to more and more people that need to hear it. So the first card I pulled for you guys for September came from the Lunar Nomad Oracle deck. Beautiful, beautiful messages. So what I pulled for you guys, interesting enough, is the bear. The bear. So go ahead and take notice of this picture. What does the picture really jump out at you? What are thoughts that come to your head when seeing this? Because it might just be, you know, the message that you need to hear that your intuition and soul is trying to portray to you, okay? So the bear symbolizes overall your strength. It symbolizes a mother, motherly nature. It represents sustenance, providence, authority, and nourishment, okay? Now, when the bear appears for your reading, it can indicate that you're in need right now, or you're feeling in need of shelter and sustenance to be offered at this at the table of the bear, okay? There is a need to really rest right now and recuperate. You know, it indicates that your spirit is low, has been tainted, has been darkened at some aspect. There's really a need to partake in a nice, beautiful, long rest with the mother bear. Now, the bear has a deep maternal instinct to provide food, shelter, and guidance for her young, right? Now is the time to allow yourself to be held and embrace so you can recuperate and heal for whatever is going on within you, okay? Again, sleep and good nutrition are essential for you at this time. It's going to not only provide you with... My dog's dreaming. It's not only going to provide you with optimal health, but regain your energy as well. You know, really ask yourself the question, how am I feeling? Am I sleeping well? Do I keep waking up at night? What am I feeding in my body that I should probably change? Should I eat better? How have you been good to your body? What would support your best health right now at this point? It's also indicating that lifestyle changes need to be made right now. They're difficult to master, especially if you have been in bad habits, but you are going to notice a change, and this is calling that you need to alert to this at this moment. Notice also what ways you can change without feeling guilt and shame about what you're doing. The bear beckons you to take a rest and restore your body and calm your mind and awaken to spirit. Now, this also speaks of some chaos that's been going on around you in your external world that's really diffusing your spirit, diffusing your personal power, leaving you feeling like the little girl at the table, running to her mother, needing to feel nurtured and loved. It also is telling you that you have been dishonoring your boundaries. You have not been speaking up for yourself and letting your boundaries be overridden. Doing this for the sake of others are leading you to detrimental times, making you feel very depleted. Investing energy in depleting ways that are leading you nowhere fast, and very you could be feeling lately that you've lost your power, you've lost your inner strength. It's also speaking of the cycles of personal growth, and that it may have been a lesson. You really need to listen to your needs at this point. Your body is talking to you and trying to tell you something. You need to listen. Now, another question to ask yourself when the bear arrives is this activity feeding my spirit or depleting it? Be honest with yourself about what you're feeding yourself on all levels. The people, the places, the way you chose to have, the people you're around and have chosen in your life shape the quality of your well-being. This is a need of time to gather in places with people whom you feel deeply supported and inspired by. The bear will teach you healing through solitude. Solitude is needed right now for, inner healing and knowing, so two things at this point are needed to, go seek out mother, go seek out somebody that nurtures you and really let them embrace you. Let them give you that motherly, loving feeling, that nurturing, everything's going to be okay, and a good meal and a good night's sleep. Also, it's telling you, when you get done with this process, there is a need for great solitude. It teaches you to heal the best way when you're alone. Yes, there will be, a deafening noise, but the best medicine for dark nights of the soul and depression is a bit of solitude. The deafening noise of the outside world will eventually fade and your inner voice can begin to be heard again. It is time to find your own sense of comfort and security within yourself again. If you need to go visit someone that makes you feel safe and secure, do that as well. The bear indicates a ferocious protector of those she loves. She teaches confidence and fearlessness when necessary. You rest when you feel weak. Give your inner strength time to resurface. Demand respect when you know you deserve it. The bear wants you to remember that you are precious and worthy. Now, the bear tells you to define your perimeters clearly, boundaries, so that others know what they end and know where they can end and begin with you, learning to say no and hold true to your own. The children are always welcome at the bear's table because she is a compassionate leader who sits beside waiting for you with, warm meal, warm soup, a gentle lullaby. It's time for you to unravel that pain, and she will show you the way to mend. You have gone through a period or are going through it where you feel completely drained by the harshness of experiences you've been going through. You may have forgotten your own worth and beauty, and the bear is here to remind you that your uniqueness is still a little seed hibernating inside you waiting to bloom, but rest and resurgence is needed. And also another thing to ask yourself, guys, is who are the mothers and the mentors around you? There's a need to seek them out, because mother love is an unmatched force. They can go to protective to overbearing. How is your relationship with your mother? How are you as a mother? When crossed, the bear becomes angry, destructive, and restrained. Be aware of what triggers you. How have you been provoked lately? Was there a better way to handle this, or can there be in the future? Okay? So all those messages are needed for September. You've been hurt, you've been scorned, you need healing with solitude and with family, with a mother nature, someone that gives you that motherly vibe. It's time to release your pain and then go into the unknown and heal in solitude as well. Okay? You are loved, you are protected, and you are worthy, So let's get into the regular decks to see what is coming for you guys in September, okay? I've already pre-shuffled, so I'll only shuffle a few more times, cut my deck, and we'll get started. Now, to the left of me will be the Divine Feminine, your right. To my right, the Divine Masculine, your left. In the middle will be the Union. All right, here we go. What's coming for couples separated and not communicating, twin flames, month of September? One more shuffle, please. Thank you. Beautiful. All right, let's cut the deck and get into this energy. Let's see what's going on for the month of September. Okay, Divine Feminines, we have 8 of Pentacles. Masculines, we have 4 of Wands. The overall union, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle my clarifiers a few times and we'll get into the reading. Cut my deck. Feminines, we have the Moon. Masculines, we have Queen of Pentacles. In the overall union, we have the Devil. Wowza. Okay. Very interesting here. So, Divine Feminines. For the month of September, I really see that you will be trying to focus on work. Working on long-term projects. You may be going back to school, or you may be just having to study for a new job, orientation or learning new skills for a new job, sort of like an apprenticeship. However, when it comes to terms of the relationship, your emotion realm, what I see is you feel very deceived by whatever happened. You feel like your masculine is holding secrets from you. They have tricked you in some way. They could have been indulging in another person, a third-party situation, put you in a third-party situation. You feel like they've been very dishonest with you, that they were very insincere. But you also feel like someone, an outsider, helped break up the connection, like a false friend, someone that painted them a different picture, not really knowing the reality of your relationship and the dynamic of your relationship. You feel like you've been taken advantage of. You feel like you're just feeling really bad about this, but you're also feeling like you don't know the whole story. You don't know all the details, and that you're really wanting to do more research or find out more things about what happened. This is cautioning you that this may not be the best time, or there's really a need to heal, because this is leading you down a path you don't want to be on, There's a lot of insecurities displaced within you at this moment due to this dishonesty. This person that you don't feel like was the most genuine person that they could have been. So really caution going ahead in the month of September. Now, the Divine Masculine, however, I feel is going through something a little more different. They feel completely, honestly, like they made the right decision by leaving the situation. They put a completion to it. They ended it, and that's all. They're making the ultimate change at this point for themselves, but they feel content right now. They are finally coming into a more secure, dignified energy, that they made the right decision to end this situation, to end this. Speaking of a twin. They have been taken in by someone generous. They have been taken in by somebody that has more money than they do. They are really trying to triumph get over all these challenges. I feel like they probably were having problems with money, and this breakup, this ending, this completion really came at a time where they weren't at their best. They weren't feeling the best with their self-esteem, with this relationship, and with mainly money was really bringing them down. But they're finding out news of some sort in September that is bringing them extreme comfort and feeling more secure and feeling more prosperous, and like really being able to feed themselves better, and having that fulfillment in knowing they made the right decision to move on, to get away from this. I feel like this probably was a very toxic relationship that at once was once very was going to lead to marriage, is what they were thinking. They had very deep feelings for you and you for them, and at some point it ran its course. Okay, for them, for the overall union, this is speaking of independence, gaining clarity about this experience. This was a very toxic. I'm feeling very reassured now that you guys are honestly, like, you're punishing yourself for the things that went wrong and the lack of success that you had. But in a weird way, you guys are both cherishing time alone and feeling better because you're not so bound to this person that left you feeling repeatedly unwell, shame and guilt, and like you weren't good enough. I feel like there was a lot of unhappiness, and it's like I'm almost getting a weird experience. Like one of the parties was really, really weird, and they had some really dark tendencies, really, really dark. It's like they were bound to the dark, and no matter how much you tried to show the light, they kept bringing the dark in because that's where they felt safe. So I do see you guys are really both feeling this way about the relationship. Not saying that you don't miss each other and feel hurt and punished, and this was all unexpected, yes, but you guys are regaining your independence and being single and being happier because you can breathe and you don't have this dark shadow around you. Someone was very unwilling to give you time or attention or emotions. Very greedy, very stingy, very unwilling to share their love and attention with you or share their vulnerability in the relationship. One person is feeling very used, and the other person was very much a user because it was very much all about them. And there is just very greedy. They weren't really open to sharing this. This is the way they were. This is the way they liked it, and that's it. And you tried and tried and tried, and it just never. The goal was never reached. It was never even stepping forward. If anything, it was stepping back. It was going backwards. But this separation also put a hard damper on this person's financial situation, and now they're very upset about that. So moving on, in the month of September, what does the Divine Masculine want from his feminine? what does the DM want from the DF? And then we'll do, you know, continue with the masculine and the union. Okay, what does the divine masculine want from the divine feminine, please? What does the divine feminine want from the masculine? And what do they want for the overall union? Okay, I'm going to shuffle the clarifiers here. Cut my deck once again. There we go. Divine feminine, masculine, union. My tummy's growling, sorry. Ouch. Okay, here we go, guys. I don't sugarcoat, I just speak the truth. I just speak the truth, no matter how hard it is to hear. A lot of people, you know, don't give good reviews on readings that are not favorable to them. However, not everything can be good and bad in life. There's always something to balance out. So tarot readers have a problem with this. You know, they feel coaxed into just to keep you guys intrigued or interested, or not, unsubscribing for them. They feel the need to always give positive readings, and that's not reality. So that's not a part of me. I'm always going to give the truth in the best empathetic way I can, without, here we go. So what the divine masculine wants from the divine feminine. He wants her to let him go. Release him and move on. We tried. We struggled. We went through a lot. Yes, I care about you. But the outcome would have always been the same, is what he's saying. There's a part of him that still wants to come back and say, can we just let go of the past and make this a committed, for better or worse situation that will never leave each other, for better or worse. However, he's coming to the conclusion that this, even if he does this, there will always be another problem, and you guys will separate. He's in fear of the same cycle repeating itself. So a part of him does want to end a problem with you, resolve a problem, and have a favorable outcome. However, what I'm mostly getting here is he wants you to let go. He wants you to embrace the ending so you can have new opportunities and not be stuck on him. He's telling you it's time to move on, to make way for new opportunities. And he sees you. He feels you not letting go. He's feeling it. He knows it. What the divine feminine wants from the divine masculine is to release her fear, to really give her some sort of resignation, some sort of communication that allows her to be able to sleep at night. She really wants him to come home, and wants to have her family back, honestly, is what I'm seeing. Like, feminine wants her masculine to come back and be committed and take that step to have a family life, to build a family together, to have love and peace and contentment, and be on the same situation, and honor the divine feminine, honor the beautiful relationship that they did have, and be very loving and just content, and bring her out of the cold, and really understand that this was a miscommunication. She's really fearful that this won't work, and she's wanting you to come make it better. She's wanting you to bring the family the happiness and the pleasure and joy back together. For the overall union, let me see here. So, I feel what you guys kind of both want combined is to really make things right. Not in a sense of we'll get back together. Yes, there is some of that. Don't get me wrong. There is a huge sense of missing the person and wanting it all back and wishing you could rewind time and do things differently. But there's also like a mutual want and need to communicate with each other, to really break the ice and make things right. Come out of exile with the person and really just make things right. Have some closure, whether that be, I'm sorry what I did to you, and I'm sorry what I did to you too. This is really wanted by both people. But this is also like again, just a want. This is what you guys both want. You want to resolve the issues and you guys leave at least on good terms and really understand what happened. And it's like the reason why you guys feel no closure is due to the miscommunication, which then led to the domino effect of you guys, harsh words, things that were done that weren't supposed to be done, and then the final breakup. You're wanting to come out of seclusion and exile with the other person. The Four of Swords just speaks of escapement, really blocking each other from communication and mean communication in the temporary seclusion so you can gain replenishment through solitude. There is on both sides really wanting that communication to sort of clear the air, to sort of, it didn't work out, but I'm sorry. I do care for you and I wish the best for you. You're really wanting, and in the illusion that everything will work out, if everything will work out if you guys have that conversation, and that everything will go your way. What the masculine's really wanting to do is not necessarily come back, but he's really wanting to do what he knows is right so he can feel better within himself. The feminine is kind of an illusionary state of mind that this means that you guys will, get back together and things like that. Yeah, that's what you guys want for the union. So let's see what you guys should expect for the month of September. What should the divine feminine and masculine expect for the month of September? Here we go. We have the 10 of Wands feminine, the 5 of Wands masculine, and the overall union. Now let's get into our clarifiers. One more, please. One more. Okay. Guess I could cut it. What's meant to be, it will be. Okay. The Hermit, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. Okay. So what to expect for you, Divine Feminines, is that this is going to be in the month of September something that you're going to be coming to the realization that you need to address healing the situation. You're really needing to step forward, and it's like you're not getting over this on your own. So I do see you thinking and contemplating on taking steps forward to seek out counsel, to seek out therapy, or just to talk to people, see if they can make you understand why this ending occurred. This is also you going in, solitude, just like we talked about the bear at the beginning, the need for solitude, and you're doing it. You're spending time by yourself. You're going within, seeking counsel within yourself about this ending, and trying to gain some sort of knowledge, some self-illumination. You're not telling people about this. You don't want people to know that you're feeling like this, but you are going through a period of where you feel deserted by this person. You feel very withdrawn. You may be regressing some old habits that need to die down. I just see you really passionately, calling upon people to help you gain wisdom about the situation, and feeling burdened and weighed down because now you're having to take on all these responsibilities, and that was not your ultimate goal. You wanted this as a family unit, to somebody help you do things, help you mow the lawn while you clean the kitchen, and it's like you're feeling so just hurt and pain, and trying to figure out why everything happened the way it did. So very much solitude mode and seeking answers and trying to heal from it. The Divine Masculine. What you can expect in the month of September. I really feel like in the month of September, the Divine Feminine will be heavily on your mind. You're very unhappy the way the situation turned out. I mean, I believe you're thinking one minute we were laughing and playing and had plans, and then the next we're just fighting and so much drama and conflict that it could never reach a stable position, could never reach a stability that we were both comfortable with. You're feeling rather guilty. You're feeling at odds with yourself and with your person. A lot of anxiety over your Divine Feminine. You're really putting yourself in a very, you're suffering. You're isolating yourself. You're worried, even though you're not going to tell them that. You're putting yourself in a bit of a repetitive cycle or thought pattern that's making you miserable. Very concerned about how your life is going to turn out right now, and not really getting a lot of sleep. You feel like this was premature, that everything, like you didn't see it coming. You expected so much more for this relationship that it's like, that it's over, you feel it, but now you're having a very, very hard time with it. And it's like the feminine is in denial mode to hold on to you, but you are not in denial mode, but very unhappy. Like you're starting to realize that it's over, and now that pain is just hitting you, and you're suffering. You're suffering hardcore. Yeah, there's a lot of crying. There's a lot of being by yourself, not wanting to talk to anybody. a lot of desolation, just suffering and wanting to do that. It's like you're wanting to, it's like a form of punishment for yourself, but it's also because you genuinely miss them. You miss their presence, you miss their kids, you miss their playful activity, you miss their sense of adventure and their passion and their drive. What you guys can expect for the union in September. Hold on just a second. Okay, for some of you, I feel like, or not for some of you, for the union, what you can expect, honestly, is a welcomed change in the union. I feel like you guys are going to start healing. I feel like possibly this divine masculine may get a new job and make him, feel very enlightened about the situation. A good boost in his self-esteem that's really going to want him to express to you that I really want to apologize. I really want to, and it's really flimsy here. This is really flimsy energy because it's like he's going to want to talk to you and compromise and say he's sorry, and you do the same. Like you're really, wanting to overcome obstacles with this person. But what I mainly feel is he's getting in the energy of September to stop being so defensive, let his defenses down, and really, clear the air with you, really extend a lighthearted support. Not let's get back together, but like a negotiation of mutual respect and acknowledgement that I had a partake in the reason why this was a downfall, and the reason why so many obstacles occurred. I'm ready to hold myself accountable, but they're expecting that from you too. They're excited about their good news and their new job, and they're kind of wanting to tell you, hey, I overcame these challenges that I was blaming on you, and I'm in a better place. And I do see that an unexpected person in their life is really encouraging them to reach out to you, to reach out and at least clear the air so you guys aren't left with this, emotional baggage and feeling like it's unfinished. Yes, they're really wanting to, again, they're wanting to hold themselves accountable and reach out for you and like sort of repent. I can't think of a better word, but like really express that they acknowledge what they did, and they're really, in hopes that you forgive them and vice versa. They're telling you also, or wanting to tell you, that they are trying to improve themselves, their communication skills, and that they're sorry that you guys, didn't have the best outcome in the past. And they recognize your effort. They recognized how much you showed up for them and how much you love them, and that, they finally made a decision, I feel like, to really, this can speak about drinking too much, that they're trying to make themselves better, that they may be going to sort of rehabilitation, or really watching their self in their addictions and trying to overcome these things, and they're working on themselves and their well-being, and again, reaching stability and overcoming difficulties. So you guys will be both choosing regretfully to move on. You're both upset. You're both not liking the change. It's very uncomfortable for you. But it was just very flawed. You guys both feel very incomplete, like the relationship wasn't very complete but at least I see that, you know, you guys are wanting to clear the air and really embrace the change and move on for now and embrace the loss and hope that you guys can be friends in the future. So I did pull some advice cards to help you guys get through this in the month of September. So we're going to start with the Divine Feminine, okay? Then we have Healing Heart for the Divine Feminine. This goes very hand in hand for you at this point. It says you are a powerful healer. Keep up the good work, okay? So maybe it's not only a time for you to heal your heart and rest and recoup, but remember how powerful you are, that your masculine was drawn to you because they needed healing. And you are powerful in that sense. So extend your powerful energy elsewhere to help others. This may be what you need to do to heal yourself. Healing others can be really healing for you as well. We have nudges from your spirit. You are more powerful than you realize. You have the power to create. You have the power to co-create. And I also feel like this is a message from your divine masculine saying you had more power over me with your words, the power to hurt me, than you realize. You didn't think I was listening. You didn't think I cared, but I did. You know, they find you a tad bit intimidating. Then we have soulmate. Yes, this was a soulmate. Yes, you're feeling it. Yes, you know. Okay, and you acknowledge that. It's saying that you will have romance again if you take the time to heal and if you believe. I don't feel like you're wanting romance right now, but you really want a romance that your person wasn't giving you. And that if you believe in yourself, if you find yourself worthy again and heal, romance will come. It's always going to be there. You just have to unblock yourself, because I do feel like you're blocking a new beginning. Invention is coming from your spirit guides, your creative guides. So now is time to invent the future that you want. Paint the picture of how your life is going to be. No one else can do that besides you, okay? This is a need to express your creativity. And again, I really, really, really feel like this is a healing advice, okay? Your creativity is going to help you heal because it's going to express things that are hidden within you and get out pain and suffering, but also create beautiful things at the same time. So what do you need to creatively act upon in the month of September? Whatever you feel drawn to, this is your message. Then there is a need, last but not least, to ground yourself in this situation. Don't get stuck on the illusion that they are sitting over there pining for you and coming back, and or just getting in that illusionary trap. So sometimes illusions can help us procrastinate, to not heal, to not have to accept the things that are in our reality at this point. It's a procrastination to not have to deal with pain and worry and go through healing motions. So really ground yourself at this time. Go out in nature. So for the divine masculine, we have expect things to go your way. Very fearful of this new beginning. Very fearful of detaching from something that you felt so connected to, so bound to. Really fearful of starting anew, starting from scratch, and thinking not the best thoughts, thinking the new beginning will not be, nothing's going to go your way because it hasn't been for a while. Then we have, actually 2 cards popped out. Despair. You're going through a time of despair and really needing to learn some self-control. I feel like this is having to do with the way you handle your discomfort, your pain. You tend to block out these painful endings and this healing with addictions and overindulging too much, drinking too much, going out too much. It could be with women, you know, or men, or however that applies to you. There's a need to learn self-control so you can heal a little bit better in a little bit healthier way. But you are going through the pains, you are going through the feels and the emotions and the abandonment feeling and pain. It's all pain for you, I feel like, in the month of September. You're not going outside a lot either, is what I see. You're trying to keep an open mind that things will work out for the best. And yes, your person that you were dealing with is very different, but acknowledging that you are very different too, okay? You're trying to keep an open mind towards the future, that the right things will come and all is not lost. I do see a new person coming in for you, Divine Masculines. Yes, very hard to hear for the Divine Feminines. But there is a new person coming up to start another cycle with you. Or you could have just met someone. I do feel like this is someone that's needed for you to grow. Okay? But this is also indication that you aren't healing properly. And you're just going on to a new partner to really mask and get over the past a lot easier and a lot faster, which a lot of people do. There is a need for self-control, but this does indicate someone new is coming in for you. Then last but not least, we have a helpful person coming in for you as well. This could be the new person. It says someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. So this could be the new person. It could be family members that you've been really wanting to talk to, or friends that you've really been wanting to talk to, but you really haven't really gained the energy of wanting to be vulnerable or wanting to reach out for them. You've just been kind of stuck and, you know, moping and not really getting out a lot. So you need to take that initiation to start talking and opening your heart to close friends that are going to help you heal and give you some much needed advice and comfort at this time. Okay? So, twins, I hope this helped. I know it was a hard message to hear, so please drop some comments below and let me know if anything of that resonates with you. If you can, I know it's hard, but give me a thumbs up so this message can go out and help more people that need to hear this, okay? If I don't hear from you from a personal reading or in the comments, I will see you guys in the next reading. Love you guys. Peace and namaste. Bye.